G'day, I'm Chris, and this is Game Chambers. We are back with Wrath of the Righteous, and I think we wiped last time on the Vescivore swarms, just trying to walk around without turn-based mode because I'd pretty much had enough of fighting my way through them. We had lost our buffs as well from land clearing some terrain for us, so we now need to just be a little bit more careful because we have less buffs available, so we might have to keep it in turn-based mode. So where are we? We've cleaned out this area. We've got a little bit more to explore in Leper's Smile, and hopefully we don't have to sleep down here, although I think we're pretty tapped on spells. Yeah, Emerylda is pretty much out. You're out. Social still has a couple. We've got no channels on Social. We've got 2 on Emerylda. None left on Sealer. You got a couple of spells left. I think Ember is all out. Yep. And Nenyo has a couple left, but Nenyo has more utility, so they're not really going to carry us through the fight. And that's right, we lost Nal, so we'll have to spend a night to revive him. Now. Alright, let's just stick with this in turn-based mode, because we are going to have to deal with swarms. We're probably going to have to try and do it a little more carefully than we have been, just because we aren't running as many buffs. How cool is this? I didn't really pay much attention to this last time, but it's disgusting, but it is really nicely done. All the goop and the slime from the Vescivores, and you can see like the little... I'm guessing these are parts of Vescivores themselves, maybe, running around. Non-flying larval forms, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. Now, here they come in. I was kind of hoping we would get a turn here. Well, we got up against 4 swarms. So pretty much everyone's going to fail their save there. So get Emerylda out of the swarm. Now, do we throw down a summon? We're going to save Instrument of Freedom, because none of these will work. These are all mind affecting. So mind affecting effects don't work on swarms, funnily enough. This won't affect a swarm either. So she's not really very useful in this circumstance. I mean, we could start just with some level 1. You know, those mites that we hated so much. We start throwing a few mites around, just to act as distractions, potentially. Alright, so Ciel, so let's just try and bring down one of these first. Doesn't really matter which. Unfortunately, Lan succumbed to the buzzing, which is a problem. Once we have targets locked in, it's not too much of an issue. Until they get targets locked in, though, it's a problem, because then the confusion can cause them to target anything. Alright, let's just try and stay out of the swarm, because that's where the damage is going to come from. Okay, so the might actually does damage them. I keep following this one. So Lan's attacked the swarm, that's good. And we do have a little bit of control over him, but then he's just failed his chipper save again. Okay, focus our damage all on one. We want to try and bring him down as quickly as we can. Alright. So everyone's now, I believe... No, Social still hasn't failed. Emerylda still hasn't failed. Yeah, we don't need another might in this. Though the might's actually doing better than expected, which is good. Okay, Land's back online, that's good. Not that one, there's a damaged one in there, Sealer. Can you get onto it? There it is. Okay. Alright, so you do these things at full speed, you get wiped. You do them turn-based, you can actually control the fight. Now, which one's that? That one there. Stay out of the swarms as best you can. Good little mite. Keep doing. Okay, so he's failed it. Alright, there's another one down. Where did you take damage from there? Amber? Hurting yourselves, I think that is. And which one? Focus this one down because it's closest to dying. Okay, good. You're still attacking the swarm. That's fine. And then you're attacking the swarm. That's also fine. Okay. Yeah, so we're all locked onto swarms, so that's fine. It doesn't matter that we're missing. What was that? Okay, there's just a Vescivore swarm attacking Sealer. Just keep moving back, keep trying to stay out of their AoE.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Failed your Gibber save. What did you do with your weapon?
Into the fray.
Anyhow, you're busy.
I'll hit you.
Let's just keep moving away from them. We're all still up. Be nice if we could just... What are you doing? Still going in? Okay. Be nice if we could just do this real time. But if you watched last episode, you saw we party wiped on that land. Stop it. You'll see that we party wiped on that fight last time, doing it real time. This is not very nice. Okay. We got really no rewards for that. The XP rewards are astoundingly low. Alright, what do we got in this room? Okie dokie, that's Vrox. Vrox, what do Vrox do? They got a dance where they can... is it Fascinate? Multiple of them together, or is it like a thunderstorm? I can't remember what Vrox do. I think we're pretty much all out of spells, but at least Vrox won't be immune to our hexes. So let's start this fight with land.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Alright, let's have a look at what a Vrock is capable of. Okay, 129 or 28 hit points. Will save is quite low, that's good. It has 20 spell resistance, that's quite high, but we have very few spells left. Has a cold and fire resistance, it's also fine. It's immune to electricity, immune to becoming prone, it's also fine. Stunning Screech, so this is the one. It could be an issue, or stunned for 1 round. DC 21 Fortitude, what's our saves like? DC 21, we got a good chance that most people are going to fail that actually. That's pretty nasty. A very good chance that most of the party will be stunned to that. They could mirror image, which will be frustrating as well. Spores, what does this do? Yeah, that could be an issue too. Remove disease. So we need Sealer in there. Sealer is going to be able to tank them, and she's going to be immune to the disease from the spores, so she needs to get in there. We need to try and put them to sleep and hit them with Misfortune. At least they don't have spells. I thought they had like a thing where they could group up together, and it might only be in tabletop. I can't remember what they can do. I'd have to look it up. Okay, Sealer. Well, I want you just to get in there. Oh, is that 3 Vrox? Okay, this is going to actually be a tough fight. How long does this last for? Touch of Good. And standard action, sacred bonus on attack rolls, skill checks, and saving throws equal to half of your level in a class. So the standard action, so it's not going to be really useful. It's also not going to be useful for standard action. Divine Fortune. Number of rounds equal to half your level in the class. It gives you access. Okay. Oh, I thought I was going to get to pick who I put that on. Okay. Now that'll do. Alright, so first thing we're going to try and do is put them to sleep. If we can put them to sleep, obviously that's a save or suck. That removes them from the fight. So that's our first objective. Try and sleep them. Okay, can't sleep that one. Nenyo, do you have anything that you can control these things with? We have a slow. Okay. Alright, they all failed the slow, did they? No, one passed. 2 of them failed slow. That's going to help massively. Okay, Sealer. You are out of magic. We are going to Dazzling Display, because this will lower their attack rolls if we succeed. Okay, we got 2 of them. It'll make them harder to hit us. Keep defensive fighting on. Actually, what was their attack rolls? They're only +7s. Their attack rolls are really low. We don't need that. But now we should be able to charge you in. Not quite. Okay. Just do a move action then. Do we have a Bless? We do. Let's throw down Bless. Okay. Let's try and Misfortune this Varrock. He's made his save. Okay, we'll move up a bit. There's that Stunning Screech. There's a Mirror Image. Okay. It's not too bad. Turn Deadly Aim back on.
Won't survive me.
Okay, 8s to hit's okay. We just rolled pretty bad there. There's another Mirror Image. Be nice if we had any Dispel Magic left. Do we have any scrolls of it? That's Stunning Barrier. What's this one? Veil of Positive Energy. What does Dispel Magic look like? That's what it looks like. Scroll of Dispel Magic. Okay, Nenyo, we can try Dispel Magic. Emerylda though, let's see if we can put some of these guys to sleep. So he's made his save again. Nenyo, alright, get that Scroll of Dispel Magic out. And so you've already failed to sleep you, so let's try, and you don't have slow on you. Let's try and dispel your Mirror Image. Nope, failed. So that was probably not worth a scroll anyway, because it was a... Alright, start working down their health. That's not good. DR10. What damage reduction are you packing? Good. Do I have a good aligned weapon? Is this good aligned? Not. I don't think I've got a good aligned weapon. Radiance? No. Vermin Bane? This is going to be an issue. That DR is going to be a massive issue. Okay, I have a Scroll of Blessed Weapon. It's touch. So we need to put that on Lan. So I don't think Lan's weapon is good aligned, is it? No. So we put the Blessed Weapon onto Lan, and at least he'll be able to get through... What's this one? Holy Sword. So we do have a second way of giving us that holy weapon as well. Ember's stunned. Yeah, they've made their saves. Okay, this is bad. Yeah, this is a problem. Let's just focus this one still. Okay, you are going to need holy weapon because you can't even get through their resists. Sealer is stunned now. That's a problem too. Alright, let's try and sleep again. Come on. Alright. One Vrock out of the fight. That's good. That gives us a bit of hope here. Now Nenyo. This is a problem. Can you take a hit from the Vrock? What's their damage? It'll be a claw, it'll be 13 to 23. You won't die. You shouldn't lose the spell either because you'll cast it after you move out. So let's do that. Okay, beautiful. It's missed us. And why didn't that work? Was I too far away to touch him? Okay. Oh no, because a move action, standard action. No, the touch should be part of it. I must just be out of range. Okay. Do I have a line weapon? No, there it is. It's gone. That's not going to help us. It's not going to help us, and that's not going to help us. What are these spores? No, it doesn't. It's not going to help us at all.
Begone, fiend!
We might have to throw down a haste as well. Now, have you tried to sleep this one? We have not. Come on. Alright, that's a bit unfortunate. That hurt a lot.
Make every strike count.
Taking a bit of damage. There's nothing else I can sleep. Alright, Nenio. We do have Stone Skin Scroll might be the way. Or do I have any haste scrolls left? I've got one haste scroll left. I think haste is the best choice here. But I might move over this way to Stone Skin Emerylda if she's going to be taking the focus from a rock. Ah, shit. I forgot to do the touch on land. That's a problem. Alright, we're working this one down. Now I don't have... So he's not going to be able to get through the resistance. So we need to look at our other options. Breath of Life scrolls could come in handy here. Heroism, what else have we got? Protection from all the... Protection from evil communal. Okay. That'll help here. How many of us can I get this on? Not going to get it on those two, but that's okay. It'll help us here. Okay, Ember. So you've already attempted to sleep him and failed. So we're going to misfortune this rock. Damn it. It's a shame. Ouch. Okay. That did hurt. We're out of range for that one now. That's a problem. Got to do something about this. It's just going to keep coming on in. The lower its attack rolls. So saving roll throw failed. Good, so it's going to last for 7 rounds. Try and keep Emerylda back. Nenyo. I've lost the touch, haven't I? Damn. Or is it still in here? Oh, it's still in here. Good. Okay. Okay, Sealer, keep working on this one. I know we don't have Smite. Might be under control now.
Am I doing it wrong?
So I've already misfortuned both of them. I'm not going to misfortune that one. It shouldn't wake him, but I don't want to risk it. She's definitely out of spells. Okay, what do we have here? Do you have any scrolls that you can potentially use? Well, not really. I guess we just shoot with the bow. Hope for the best. And if we get some hits, we can at least drop a mirror image. There we go. Alright. Keep kiting away from him. Okay. We're into that now, so let's now lower its AC on this one. So it made it save. Alright, Nenyo. spells do you actually have left? You've got a slow, you've got a hold, that's not going to help. I mean, if it works, it works. And she failed the spell resistance roll. What's worth a go?
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Sealer's nearly dealt with this one.
I will bring down the divine
I don't think Socio can get through that DR. Okay. Okay, so we got that under control. We don't have a good aligned bow or anything, do we? No. So you're not going to do much, are you? That's already misfortuned. That's already misfortuned. And they've both already been slept. That one hasn't, but it's currently sleeping, so we're going to leave it that way.
Surrender or else.
I'm not expecting anything from you. Ah, shit. Okay.
endure this.
Mirror image is going to be a pain. Saving throws. Let's get Stormburst onto it. Do you have anything you can help us with here? That might work. Oh, it worked. We blinded the rock. That's going to be massive. Okay, that's huge.
The light take you.
That DR is so painful. We just do not have the resources to get through it. Alright, beautiful, beautiful. Now, Ember, you just shoot this to try and knock out those mirror images, okay? Alright.
This is not my time yet.
Alright, Lan.
Make every strike count.
You've got the damage. That thing is probably getting up soon. Can we bolster your damage more? We can. Alright. Do you have anything left in the tank at all? Oh, we got some magic missiles, actually. It's already blinded, so... Probably can't get through its spell resist. Yeah, that's a massive issue, isn't it? Let's get Sealer over here to coup de grace this one. And so Ciel can charge in on here. Beautiful, nice crit. Okay. Let's... Actually, we can get over here, can't we? Let's get a scroll. It's not going to be a massive heal, but... That should have been a move action. Did that glitter dust wear off, did it? Oh, every round it gets a save for glitter dust.
You've crossed the wrong
That's okay. Beautiful. We're under control. Now, this is going to be an issue. So we want to lower its saving throws. Okay, perfect. So we don't need to blow a stone skin scroll. We have this under control. Now, if I hit this thing... What's the duration left on the sleep? 1 round. So if I coup de grace it, there's a good chance I'm going to hit the mirror image, but it's going to wake up next turn anyway, so let's give it a go. Cool. Well, perfect. Alright, that... It's painful.
I can still fight.
Let's hit you with this. Cool, so that got rid of the disease. Got one of these left.
Search for the beauty with your
And I think you've got
not your eyes.
1 second level left for yourself. And I think now you're tapped. Oh no, you've got a 4th level. What does that give us for healing? Cure critical. Probably shouldn't have used that one, but that'll do. Okay, we are getting extremely tapped resource-wise here. There better be some sort of reward for killing off those rocks. A regular old scimitar, it's a bit on the lame side. What is this? Radiant Kukri. And whatever all that junk is. Nothing else? So we actually had when we did this section as a party, when I ran my players through it, there is a portal in here somewhere, which this might be it, that leads to the Abyss. And we had a Magus that decided to jump into the portal to the Abyss, and he couldn't fly, and he fell 50 feet down to the surface of the Abyss. And yeah, it was a bit of interesting exercise trying to get him back out. I think they ended up finding a levitation scroll or something, but yeah, see what this is. Touch of the Abyss irreversibly changes the layer lands of the world wound. So it doesn't look like this is a portal. I don't know if there will be a portal to the Abyss. Oh, what do we got in here? Just a regular old light pick. Okay, so not much for killing those rocks. Which is a bit of a shame. How's our XP going? A long way to level 8. Very tapped on resources here. Very tapped, and missing a companion who has been negative leveled, but I guess it doesn't matter because he's also dead. Okay, well, we just have one little bit left. I don't know what's going to be down here. Let's see what we're up against. A Derakni. Okay. This could be a problem.
On your mistakes. Might make you feel better. Are we in trouble yet?
Let's open with land. Oh, beautiful land. Open with a crit. That is just lovely. Alright, now let's have another look at him. Damage reduction good again. So lucky you still have... No, you don't have Blessed Weapon on you anymore? Must have just worn off after that shot. So that's pretty lucky. Pretty high attack bonuses. Innovation as well, so there's going to be some level draining. You've got a teleport, you've got the drone ability, so that's not good. Alright. And you charge that sealer. No, just try and get in there then. Yeah, I don't think that's a priority. Okay, can we get this on him? We can. Let's see if we can sleep the Derakni. No, it made it. Derakni, so should I say. So CL, move on up. Nenio, let's see if we can't get in range to blind it this round. So, can we get in range for you to sleep attempt it? We can. Makes it save. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's got a friend. Okay, let's see if we can debuff them. Nice. Got them both. There's the drone. Okay. So that gives us a chance to sleep this one. And beautiful. It's out of the fight. Perfect. So let's get you up in there, Social. Lan, 5 foot step forward so you can get into a better range. What was your second one at -5? Are you not doing your multi-shots? Interesting. Let's double check that. Can we blind it? Nope. So we've already attempted to sleep that one, so let's go for misfortune on it. Natural 20 on it save. Bugger. Alright. Now we're better off going for the... great. Yeah, we're going to need to hit that a bit harder. We're better off going for the coup de grace with Social because he does more damage to... It's 41 damage. Whew. Yeah, that's going to leave a bruise for sure. Okay. Well, let's lower its attack rolls. We really need Cackle on Emerylda so she can maintain... No, when you get that evil eye with a single round, Cackle will actually extend it indefinitely. Okay, so let's 5 foot step away so that we can coup de grace your friend. Beautiful. Okay, one down. Now, why are you not using your deadly aim. Where is your rapid shot equivalent type feat? What's it under? Flurry of blows. Okay. Where is your flurry and why is it not working anymore? Because you should be making 3 attacks now. Yeah, plus 12 plus 12 twice. Your base attack bonus is 7. No, your base attack bonus is 5. Okay, we have lost out on a bit of attack bonus. Okay, so why was the second one at minus 5 before? Okay, it wasn't at minus 5 this time. That was weird. Okay, I don't know what happened there.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Oh, didn't mean to shoot that, but we shot it anyway. Probably shouldn't move in like this. I think we've already attempted both of those on it. Yep. So let's just move in here and heal Sealer with that 3 that we had sitting there. Cool.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Minus con. That's not good. Okay, she's down. So what we can do here is Breath of Life on my spell list. It is. Alright, let's swap out Tankard first. So now we can Breath of Life on Sealer, and what this will do is heal her and bring her back to life because she died within the last round. We'll delay her until after everyone else is gone and see what else we can do about this Derakni. Because we'll use Restoration on her, but we'll also use a Cure Critical on her to try and get her back in the fight.
Make every strike count.
And land. Beautiful land. Beautiful. Now, what was your spell resistance like? Quite high. Quite high, but let's see what we can do anyway. Just the one. Okay. Ember. I think we're just going to shoot it with a bow. Not that's going to do much. Sealer. See if we can stand up here. Beautiful. Yep, nice. Hit it back. Right, we're fine. We're fine. And lower its armor class. Succeeded, but it still cops it for a round.
You've crossed the wrong
Come on, land. Wake up. Let's try and see what we can do here. No, it's got to be low.
You won't stop us.
Come on, Sealer. Alright. So we have a negative level on you. Let's... Come on, Social. Stop being confused.
The goddess protects
Alright.
us.
We can cure that with Restoration. But now, we're at the point where we're pretty much tapped of everything. I think that's... If there's any other big fights in this place, we are pretty much in trouble. There's a trap over there. Let's go fix that up. Successfully disarmed it, but there's another one there. Jeez. There's a swarm going.
You won't survive me.
We'll open with land. Hopefully it's just going to be a couple of them. Can we charge this one? We can. Ah, it's another Derakni. Okay. Does fortune work on these? No, didn't think so. We get in range of that. We cannot. Let's just shoot the swarm.
Listen to reason.
Emerylda. Come forward. Shoot the swarm. Can you charge the swarm? We cannot. Just move up. There's another swarm there and a Derakni, so let's kill the swarm and then go defensive fighting. Now let's try and sleep the Derakni. So we don't want to deal with that. Actually, I should have waited for Emerylda to lower its saves. Okay, we overcame it and we blinded it. Beautiful. Alright, Lan. Let's kill the swarm to get the the cleave damage. Now this time we're gonna actually lower its saves first. So if it fails this, it succeeded. So it's not going to benefit Emerylda, but we might get misfortune on it. Get our charge in here. Right, we have to switch onto the Veskavor swarm. Okay, let's get misfortune. Come on. Succeeded, damn. No. Alright, that's okay.
Make every strike count.
We need this swarm dead first. I'm gonna keep trying to get this, because if I can get this on it, it makes it more likely that my slumber will land.
Be gone, fiend!
Alright, that's okay. That's okay too. That's annoying, but it's okay.
You're irrelevant.
Okay, Sealer's doing okay over there. She's tanking it.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Maybe I'll have to lower its saves. Let's just try and slumber it. If it gets off, it gets off. Now,
Fall!
there's a pretty low chance of that going off. But Dazzling Display it, it'll need 20s to hit me. I failed. Okay. Keep trying to win. Get this swarm out of the way.
You won't survive me.
Okay. Oh, nice, Lan. Nice crit. Alright, let's drop its attack rolls again.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Now we can actually attempt this again straight away, I believe. What do we need? We need to roll a 9. Yeah, okay. Can we blind it? Oh. Pretty good chance of hitting. Comparative. Oh, AC 13, so we have to drop. Alright. Come on. Failure save. Yes, okay, attack rolls are going to be dropped for a little while now.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
If we can get this off... It's not going to work, is it? Cut it out, Ember. Fail, so it comes spell resistance.
I'm alright. I'm alright.
Alright, that's not good. We need to get a heal off on her. Another crit land. Beautiful. Alright. Can Storm Burst it. That gives a little bit more. Now you're completely tapped, aren't you? Yep. It's a Cure Light Wand. But we can hit you with this. To fix... Failed. To spell the poison. Right.
The light, take you.
Tried that and we've tried this, haven't we? Yep. We are out.
Surrender or else.
Alright, well, we were holding on to it for a reason. I think it's now time to use it.
Don't worry about me.
She failed to save again. Natural 1. Yeah, she's only a plus 10. That's a big DC on that poison. She's not dead, but she's lost a lot of con.
Wrong mongrel.
And Lan's doing no damage now. So this is a problem. I think that's already on him actually, that's silly. Should have contemplated that a bit more.
Be gone, fiend!
We have an issue here. This is a large issue. Okay, so nothing in there is going to help. I think we have a remove poison scroll. We'll have a look for that in a minute. Stone Skin didn't, well, it kind of did help her, but she's down. Okay. This is a problem. I wonder if Sociel can ranged heal Sealer with a scroll. I don't think there's any point shooting. That was probably a waste of an action. I mean, we can try vanishing Sealer here. Wait, does that only last for... It's 1 round per level, isn't it? I should check that before I cast it. Yep. So now we can heal Sealer a little bit and she can stand up without risking the attack of opportunity.
You won't survive me.
Alright, so now that blessed weapon is gone, we're going to struggle a bit more. What's our summon at this level? It's a frog. Or a bunch of mites. Let's get a bunch of mites. Social. Now I want you to 5-foot step back. And can you heal with this the wand? Ah, you can't range heal with the wand. It's only with your own spells, and you're all out there. Need to get her up. That was probably a waste. So she made 1 save. I keep looking. I know there's nothing left. But I keep looking. So anything you use is not gonna be very good saving wise. Can we do this to Sealer? Let's try it.
Yes.
Alright, Sealer is back. That's a prayer. What does this do? Info. Spell resistance? Affected by spell resistance. I'm not going to waste anything on that because we need something that's not spell resistant. Scroll of Holy Sword is such a waste to blow that scroll. It is such a good spell. But if I've got to blow it, I've got to blow it. I don't have any other things to get past its resistance. How much health's it got left? 25 hit points. Okay. That's a problem. Why did Sealer go down? She failed a saving throw again. Alright. This is going to be a problem. This might be a wipe. We can Breath of Life again on Sealer. And we have what's going on here? Why didn't that work? Oh, because their bodies exploded? Wait, her body exploded from poison? Her ember exploded because she got clawed. Sealer exploded from poison. That doesn't make sense. Why did Sealer explode from poison? Like, I get it. She's dead. She's only got 3 con. I think that's a load. Okay. We don't have enough. Alright. Well, that was weird. Why did the body I'm guessing getting her up with only 3 hit points is not going to be super useful, but... Alright, where were we? Can we rest? Still 2. Alright. Let's do the dreaded rest in a dungeon. That I hate doing so much, but we don't have a huge amount of option here. We are out of resources. And we need to do it. Alright. Protective rituals. It's pretty much a decent chance of doing it. Camouflage, good chance there. Onion soup, bonus to saving throws. Let's get another haste scroll if I can. Scroll of haste, not enough reagents. Scroll of stone, get not enough reagents. Okay. What are we lacking? Does it tell me? Tail stingers. What about stone skin? Same thing. Okay. So it might be all 4th level spells that we can't get here. 3rd level spells? Okay, well let's go cooking instead then. Now what do we have that we can do? Some bonus to attack rolls. 1.5 temporary hit points per level for a day. That's okay. 10 movement speed. Greybore. I don't even know who Greybore is. That's probably not bad because we're out of healing. That'll heal us up. So we might go with that one actually. Make a glowing croissant. Don't want to rest for 2 days. Yeah, look how much corruption we get. We just want to rest for the 1 because croissant will heal us and we'll get all of our resources back. Use healing resources before resting. Yep. So we've got a 3+ to detect any attack. If we get one, we automatically going to be disguised, and a 7+ to protect us from corruption. So let's give it a go.
It's not that I miss the creatures from my old hunting grounds in the caves. But back there, if a beast didn't eat you for lunch, you could eat it instead. It doesn't work like that with demons.
You could eat the demon's land. Oh, dog's back. Okay, no incident at night. Beautiful. I can't ask for anything better than that. After packing up his belongings after the night's camping, Cecile finds a place to sit, then pulls out a travel sketchbook and charcoal pencil. Stealing glances in your direction, he draws on the small page with bold, sprawling strokes, his expression shifting between smiling and frowning. Emerylda's not going to strike a dramatic pose. She would like to see it, though. She's got no problem with him drawing her. May I see? The clerk lowers his eyes in embarrassment. There's nothing to look at yet. This isn't even a draft, more a series of random sketches. The slope of your neck, the curve of your lips, your gestures. It's not much to look at, but it will be useful if I start working on a real portrait. That also sounds a little weird. Are you going to paint my portrait? Yes, but not just yours. I draw everything I see. Our companions, our soldiers, sometimes even our enemies. The places we visit, my dreams, my thoughts, every aspect of this crazy war. I want to capture everything that happens here, both the beautiful and the nightmarish. But sometimes I draw you, too. You are a puzzle to be solved. A miracle that came from nowhere and turned the tide of this hopeless war. Who is the commander of the 5th Crusade? Who is she truly? It's difficult to see the truth in a single glance, but perhaps I will better understand you after I capture your image on paper. No, definitely not going this one. Emerylda's not embarrassed. She doesn't care that he wants to take a picture of her. It's fairly normal. So, well, I won't bother you anymore. Cecile smiles, nods, and gets back to work. Alright. Everyone is back. Let's do the long-term buffs. Yes, yes we are. That will be that one, that one, that one, and this one, and this one. Okay, is that enough for now? I mean, it's more than we had just a minute ago.
Sid was restless. I wonder why.
Did I? Yeah, I didn't save it after we did a couple of fights, but looks at it. Oh no, because that might have been the very next fight.
Trust in yourself.
Let's get this down on our front line. Not going to put heroism on everybody this time. I want to save some spell slots. See how we go. Alright. So this, I think this might be the fight. So let's open up with a lion weapon. Good. Where's good? Good. Underland.
Doubt is the
Land.
greatest challenge.
Bark skin on now. Bark skin on Sealer. So they can do their front line. Okay, they saw us. It's not very nice of them. Alright, let's deal with the swarms. That's right, immune to smite evil. Derakni. Bring that down. Sealer, bring down the swarm.
Into the fray.
It's got to be our priority.
Begone, fiend!
Failed your gibber check. I might actually haste us this fight. Let's just get this done. And if we get lucky, it's going to make the whole fight trivial now, isn't it? Come on, show me that health. Which one was the one I want to kill? This one.
You won't survive me.
So we've got a lion weapon on, but now that we've putting it to sleep, we need to deal with the swarm first. Okay. Don't want you, don't want you, don't want you. Delay until after social. Which probably doesn't really matter. Because we're just going to want to move everybody up. So social can attempt to... No, don't hit it now. There we go. Okay, now delay you until after social. So if he does get up... Now. Coup de grace. So what is the save for that? Still just DC 21. Okay. Cool. See what this says, probably the same thing as before. The look of these plants, rapacious and sickly at the same time, suggests their unnatural origin. Oh, what is that? The Voice of Hollow. +2 Mithril Heavy Mace. Will be if all enemies within a 30-foot cone have to pass a saving throw. Oh. That's kind of cool. Oh, should take the rest though, shouldn't I?
What a discovery.
So disarm this one. And then we can go back around the other way. What did I need to disarm that? Oh, DC 10. Okay. Disarm this one. Disarm this one. Is it still low modifiers? Yeah, okay. Let's keep moving forward. Did that just loop us back where we were? It's a bit disappointing. Okay, so we're about down this way then. That's just the back of that room, is it? Okay. Ah, we were so close to finishing the place without having to sleep. Oh well, we did the sleep. Well, let's keep on moving then. So we found a few things in there. We've got the Zacharias' wand, which I think is... No, I want to remove... Oh, I got a wand to remove disease. It's handy. Zacharias' wand. A couple other bits of loot too. Hoping for a bit more XP, but let's see. Just all these things. Alright. Now, what were we doing out here? I think this area has all been... Oh, hang on. Down. No, I don't want to go down. That's where I just was. So it looks like the Veskivore swarm has moved on. So we're probably not going to find any loot out here, but let's explore fully anyway. So there might be something. There's a couple of things. Nothing special, but we will take whatever we can get. Can't believe how close we were to finishing that zone without sleeping. Looks like it. So we nearly finished this zone off too. Alright. Let's keep moving. So, where's the exit? Oh, it is here. Alright. That was tough. So there's an inconspicuous camp. Drazen is still up there. This looks like our camp. Underground hideout. So we want to go there. We want to go Heaven's Edge as well, but we'll have to take Daeron out that way. So I think this is our camp. I'm hoping this is our camp. We'll probably sleep again, just because we're at camp. Commander. Alright. Let's see, has anyone got anything new to talk about? No. We haven't done anyone's story arcs. There shouldn't be anything new. Regil might have something new about his sacrifice. Nope. He does not. Nenio, probably nothing new. Well, maybe so. Ah, girl, there you are. Very good, just in time. You'll be delighted to know that I need you for an experiment. So, the Grey Garrison stands roofless. Demons are running for the hills with the tails between their legs. Mendev's queen, what's her name? It's on the tip of my... yes, Galfrey, is scurrying to and fro, and all this is somehow connected to you, my loyal follower. Thus far, there is no scientific evidence of your exceptionality, if one discounts blind faith in divine intervention, which I do. We, people of science, refuse to believe in the inexplicable without any proof. We are the ones who explain the inexplicable. Nenio punctuates her statement with an energetic sweep of her arm, and therefore open your mouth and say, ah, for me. I think Emerylda might. Yeah, she'd go along with it. Nenio peers into your mouth with a practiced eye. Alright, your throat's fine. Tongue looks perfectly normal. Your breath, she sniffs. The smell is in line with the regular functioning of the digestive system. Now for your teeth, she sticks one hand in your mouth and probes each of your teeth in turn with the skill of a seasoned dentist. No detectable alterations. By the way, did you know that many individuals, while being wholly civilized representatives of their race, still have an amazingly powerful bite? As if suddenly recalling something, Nenyo promptly pulls her hand out of your mouth. Say nothing. There's no reason for Emerylda to say anything here. Moving on. Alright, what do we have next? Ears. Let's check your hearing. Testing! Nenyo yells right in your ear and nods in satisfaction as she observes your reaction. Your hearing is fine. Or was fine. But don't worry, it's scientifically proven that it should return to normal soon. Next. Nenyo circles you. Eyes are clear, posture is satisfactory, limb length is standard, no lice. She stops, rubs her chin in contemplation, and in a slightly dejected tone says, Girl, you are a picture of health. It's a pity, I was expecting to find some anomaly. Well, now let's assess your mental state. Imagine a hypothetical situation. You are a tree. 2 squirrels have found their way into your hollow and now copulating there. What do you do? I'll do precisely nothing because I'm a tree. An unconscious act of withdrawal along with a lack of trust in your own abilities. Or perhaps just a healthy dose of pragmatism. On to the next question. Another hypothetical situation. You are a tomato. You have just been picked from a vegetable patch and put into a crate. You know that today the cook will use half of all the tomatoes from the crate to make soup. What do you do? So, okay. I guess I have to think how Emerylda would actually answer these. So she's not going to call it nonsense. Try to dig it, but she's also... She is kind of a pragmatist. There's nothing I can do. I'm a tomato, remember? An unconscious act of withdrawal. Inability or unwillingness to see something bigger behind something small. Alright, I understand. On the surface, it appears you don't really believe in your ability to change things, but in fact you are a strong pragmatist who knows perfectly well what you can and can't do. Your reasoning is that of a mortal, one who is capable of achieving a great deal, though she would deny even that. On that note, I deem this experiment complete. Thank you for your participation. Nenyo looks at you pensively and then gestures at you with a wide sweep of her arm. And yet you remain a puzzle to me. I love puzzles. One of these days I will solve you completely. Unless I forget. Now I have time to answer your questions. Come on, ask away. So, you're a kitsune. Nenyo tosses you a skeptical look. Stating the obvious does you no credit. Okay. How can you decide to just forget important pieces of information? This is just one of my many talents. The secret is to stop thinking about the thing you want to forget. And the main thing is not to remember anything you don't need, to filter it, to get right to the essence. I'll teach you someday, unless I forget. Do you remember your parents, your past, or is all that irrelevant too? All of it is irrelevant on the grand scale of world history. I have no reason to remember such things. So, Emerylda is big on family, being Varisian, so they travel as families. She's probably lost her family, being a spirit shaman. They might still be alive. Maybe she was trained by her grandparents or something. I never really dug that deeply into her backstory as to why she is who she is. But I think she would be more likely to say number 2 here. She's not going to tell Nenyo she's out of her mind. But that's terrible. How could you not remember your family? So it'd be something like that. Nenyo stays silent and gives you a puzzled look. What? What were we talking about? Okay. This isn't going anywhere. I'll stop torturing you for now. Yeah? What were we talking about? Are you sure you really want to meet the mysterious entity we know nothing about? I am sure. I am convinced. Think about all the knowledge hidden there in the emptiness. It seems to me that this event is certain to be my triumph, the experiment of the century. No, the millennium! She looks away. Or maybe it will be my downfall. A complete fiasco. Here's the deal. If the mysterious entity decides to gobble me up, run as fast as you can while it's distracted. Tell all of Galarian about the heroic death of its greatest daughter. Tell them she perished, but she never strayed from the thorny road to knowledge. Nenyo sniffs and wipes a tear from her eye. I have to go. Alright. So that's probably the only one that's advanced story-wise. I don't think anyone else has. I'm not going to talk to you about personal questions. I guess we could sell our junk, couldn't we? Where was the smithy again? He's over... Nope, am I lost? Is he by the wagon? No? That's right, over here. I think I'd know my way around my own camp by now, wouldn't you? Oh, okay. The quartermaster flashes you his usual grin, but it fades almost immediately. What a march, eh, Commander? I won't forget it. Not in a million years. I can't stop shaking whenever I think about the leper's smile. We lost too many good men. Spirits are low in the camp. Some soldiers can't shake off the horrors they're seeing, and others are mourning their friends. What if we held a wake, lit up the bonfires, poured some wine, raised our cups in memory of the fallen? It'd do the troops a world of good. Okay. So Emerylda would agree with this. She's not a military commander. The Varisians are always about celebrating life and death and family and that sort of thing. So we'll commemorate the fallen. Give the soldiers some wine, but not enough for them to get smashed. Oops, I nearly said the wrong one. Never, Commander. Everything will be proper, solemn, and with due respect for the fallen. We're mourning the dead, not celebrating a wedding. How are things in the camp? Iomade be praised, everything's fine. We're well supplied, nobody's going hungry, and the sick? Well, you can't run a military campaign without somebody getting sick, but they aren't taking up any more beds than usual. Except... Quartermaster looks at the ground of equipment bearing the signs of recent tinkering. We're having a little problem with the soldiers' gear. The army has a standard that dictates who gets what, except this standard is only good for fighting around Canabras. Needless to say, the conditions inside the Whirlwind are completely different. The scouts have been complaining. The local vegetation is like razor blades, they say, and are slashing the soles of their boots to ribbons. Their cloaks might protect them from the cold, but they're useless against acid, snow, or caustic mist. The scouts are missing plenty of vital gear. A coil of rope is a simple thing, but there's not even enough to go round. Can you imagine? How are we supposed to scale mountains with no rope? So I've been thinking, what if we issue different equipment? The scouts, at least? Okay. Afraid that boots and ropes alone put the scouts on horses and provide everything they need. Possibly. Equip the soldiers as you see fit. Interesting. So, Emerylda doesn't know much about military stuff. I don't know that she would know that giving the scouts horses is going to actually be of benefit. She's going to trust Wilsagam. So even though I personally like this response, I think it's a pretty good idea to get our scouts moving quicker and through the Whirlwind. I don't think Emerylda knows what they require, so she's going to trust in Wilsa. Equip the soldiers as you see fit. That's more like it. I'll make sure all the troops have everything they need and then some. An army moves faster if it has fleet-footed scouts. Okay. Let's sell what we've got. $1,000. Now, what do we have in here? I want to keep that. Sell that one. Hunter's Assurance. Don't have anyone that uses short bows, but it is a +3, so we're going to hang on to it. Keen short spear. Longsword +2. What's this one? The Mind Pierce. So we're going to hang on to that. Hang on to that. Radiant Kukri. Was... Oh, Woljif's gone, so it doesn't matter. Retriever's Claw. Cold Iron. Might be handy to have a backup. Vermin Blade, Elven Curve Blade. No one can use that. Mithril Heavy Mace. No. Wicked Longbow. No, no, no. Okay. We might have to equip some of those. 26,000. That's not bad at all. Okay. Did we have anything we needed to equip? We did have this. +4 morale saving throw against poison. What are you wearing? Natural armor +2? Natural armor +1. Oh, sure. You're a secondary frontliner. You're already wearing one. You don't have an amulet yet. Do I have one on Emerylda? Yeah, you've got that one. Okay, cool. I think that's all we need to do in here. Does Cecil have anything new to say? Darren, anything new for you? No, but we should probably look at your gear. I don't really want to even take you anywhere. We got no spare gear to give you. I mean, you can apparently use a rapier, but your strength is garbage. What am I going to replace? I might have to replace Ember for that short journey. Melia though, Melody. Let's give you the Mind Piercer. It's a better weapon for you to have. Haven't found a kineticist yet, and that's a bard. We don't have a bard either. Okay, let's go to our camp, have a sleep. In here, the commander's tent. We can probably make another haste scroll now, because I think we did pick up the ingredients for that. Scroll of haste. Glowing croissant. We don't want to do that again, so we'll just switch back to onion soup. Okay. Here comes Count Arende, now intimately familiar with all the delights of life on the march. Well, Count, how are you finding answering nature's call in the bushes? Oh my god, these are so slow when they're not voiced. It is all a matter of degree, my scaled friend. I feel quite well disposed toward the bushes, even when they are not trying to eat me, that is. Come on. Come on. Skip through. Oh, spacebar does it, or was just lucky timing? Did that say 22 hours? I should have paid more attention to that. Okay, area exit. Now, yeah, we're not taking you yet. Not taking you yet. We can do it on the road, so we can camp right before we get to where you need to go. So, it's an underground hideout. It would be hard to spot the narrow passage leading underground, even if it wasn't concealed. Okay, that's probably where we need to go to find that relic. How do we cross the river, though? Well, let's go to this inconspicuous camp, and what's the map like? Not a very big map. Let's have a quick look around it. What is that? Elven notes. Well, that's for the storyteller, if we can figure out where he is. The aged kobold sitting by the small campfire greets you with an amicable gesture. He doesn't reach for his weapon or hiss threateningly. All in all, his behaviour is unusual for one of his kind. His clothes look quite unusual too. Not many kobolds opt for human clothing, nor do they adorn their possessions with spikes or scales. Greetings, my name is Krinuk. I'm here all alone, so you may safely come closer. He speaks smoothly, without the usual kobold hissing. Moving aside, the kobold points to the carcass of a small animal on a stick roasting over the fire. Dinner will be ready soon. Whoa, I've never met a talking lizard before. Well, back in the River City we had a real dragon. Are you a dragon too? Can you turn big? You flatter me, young lady. Many of my fellows would give up everything to become dragons. Some even entertain themselves with fantasies of already being such. But I'm proud to be what I am, a kobold. Nothing more, nothing less. Was it you who left the note? Of course, who else could it be? I wanted to make sure you were interested in the information I could provide. Who are you? As I've already mentioned, my name is Krinil, at your service. The kobold offers a short bow, an unusual gesture for one of his kind to make. As a rule, kobolds do not express their respect to anyone other than dragons. I am a traveller and a friend of the crusade. I can be your friend too, if you are tolerant towards kobolds. Krinok utters the word tolerant with shocking ease, as if he is something other than the narrow-minded and savage subterranean beast you expect him to be. Kobolds are infamous for worshipping dragons and despising all other races, and few of them would even understand the concept of tolerance, let alone subscribe to it. The crusade has many unusual friends, but even I haven't met anyone like you before. I'll be glad to see a kobold in our ranks. Seela smiles amiably. Oh no, don't get me wrong. I have no intention of marching within the Crusader ranks. Still, I hope my humble assistance will be of use to you. What do you want? Now she'll ask about the cooking. What are you cooking? Judging by its ears and hind legs, it's a hare. The kobold casts a dubious glance at the animal's mouth, which boasts a huge set of teeth. Oh, maybe it's a tiger. Depends on your point of view, I suppose. What do you want from me? I want nothing from you. I'm asking for nothing. I'm simply offering help. I sympathize with your cause, so I would like to provide whatever support I can from time to time. Does that work with you? The kobold stops and looks at you expectantly. Thank you. I would appreciate any help. Crinnock nods agreeably. Then we have a deal. You won't regret your decision. Just drop by my camp now and then so we can have a word. Perhaps I'll be able to give you some useful tips. Pulling out a small knife, the traveller carefully cuts off 2 strips of meat from the roasted hare. He throws one in his toothy maw while graciously offering the other to you. A strange animal for sure, but it seems edible. The energies of the whirlwind mask everything in illusion. Harmless looking animals trying to eat you for dinner, dangerous paths appearing to be straight roads, and your enemies. Sometimes, your enemies can look like your friends. Crinnock squints and looks deeply into your eyes. Have you ever been in a situation like this? First you think a person is your friend and ally, but then the scales fall from your eyes and you realize they are actually your sworn enemy. So, you catch this person, you tie them up and you start thinking, how should I treat them now? Like your enemy? Like your former friend? It's hard to decide. What would you do if one of your friends turns out to be a traitor? It's interesting. Emma, let's see what their options are. Are you talking about someone specific? Those that have lost their way must be saved. We need to return them to the path of righteousness. That's a bit extreme, but Emerylda would give them another chance. I don't know if that's the same sort of thing. Every traitor must be executed? No. I try to find out what would force the traitor to reveal the truth about their real masters and do whatever that is. No. With torture? No. No. 1 or 2 are the only real options for Emerylda. We'll go with number 1 first. Are you talking about someone specific? Wow, your question reeks of paranoia. No, I am not talking about someone specific. And I'm not implicating anyone. I'm sorry. Seems my joke has spoiled your sleep for the next few nights. So we want to go with this response, but not really about righteousness. So more like, everyone deserves a chance to explain themselves and return to the path of good. Something like that. Did your cleric tell you that? And have you ever seen one of those who return to the path of righteousness? Stop listening to others and use your head. We're not talking about children here. The decision to collaborate with demons is a little different from yanking on the family cat's tail. To make such a decision, a person would have to be a truly vile scumbag. Oh, just where do you people get this beautiful naivety from? Something in Crinnock's voice sounds merciless, like cold steel. If you catch a traitor, grab them and shake them until they spill everything they know. Some need to be tortured. Others will crack if you threaten their family or bribe them with promises of mercy and gold. Wring the traitor dry like a rag mop and think about war, not ethics. At least that's what smart people write in book. The fervour fades from the kobold's voice, but a subtle glint flickers in its eyes. You got really worked up there. I guess you're right. It's best for the cause. I'm not convinced. So, from a military standpoint, that makes sense, but Emerylda is different. I'm not convinced. Was I trying to convince you? I was just stating my opinion. Then again, if we're discussing traitors, it's fortunate that betrayal is not reserved for mortals alone. Demons stab each other in the back far more frequently. The rumour is that there are at least 2 demon stashes within Dresden filled with arms and supplies that were stolen by Deskarites from Baphomet's, and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance to the fortress, while another lies by the entrance of the citadel. It's interesting information to have. Well, that is valuable information. Of course it is. I wouldn't waste your time. Cracking his knuckles, Crinnock gives you an inquisitive look. I hope that when the time comes for you to make real decisions instead of hypothetical ones, your wisdom won't fail you. Just one bad choice can turn a revered leader into a disgraced pariah. I've seen it happen before. I've lived through something like that. My tribe suffered a disaster caused by just one bad choice. Can you even imagine? The kobold squints sadly, his shoulders slumping a bit. With a sigh, he begins to talk. I don't like telling this story, but it might be useful for you to know it. Perhaps it will serve as a warning. Will you tell me? Knock clears his throat and starts talking in a sonorous voice that reveals his experience as a bard. I was born into the mighty and proud tribe of the Night Ruby. Our caves were vast, our mine shafts were rich in quartz and metals, and our underground lakes were brimming with fish. And of course, we had plenty of slaves. The Night Ruby was a model of kobold success. It was a tight-knit, greedy and aggressive tribe that intimidated even a few of the nearby human settlements. But there was a flaw underlying our power. Once, long ago, a leader of our tribe signed a pact with devils, promising them every soul of every tribe member in exchange for help and prosperity. Since then, every new All-Watcher had to agree to the pact, and the power of the tribe grew, as did the number of lost souls. It was like that until our leader, Ermark, came to power. She was a principled and proud elder who didn't want to bend the knee to hell, so she refused to sign the pact, and all kinds of calamities befell our tribe. The tribe was attacked by its neighbours. At the devil's instigation, epidemics broke out. Then our slaves rebelled. They came after their former masters in the dead of night. Our clutches of eggs were ravaged. Our altars were desecrated, and our warriors were slain in their burrows. The slaves paid us for full in our cruelty and arrogance. They hunted us, chasing us through the caves and mine shafts level by level. And when we were finally left alone, we had no idea where we were. All we saw around us was darkness, and lurking in the darkness were bloodthirsty and dangerous predators. After raising his voice dramatically, Knock suddenly stops. Then he adds with a teasing smile, I think this moment is enough of a cliffhanger to stop here. Okay. I have to go. Good luck. I believe you'll need it. That's interesting. Not sure what his purpose is. Looks like that's all that is here. So, with that, a meeting of Krinuk, I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it, Krinuk, we shall save and call that the end of the episode. So, next episode, let's have a look at the area outside. We will see if we can cross over the Selin River, see if we can find the relic on the western side. So it's probably going to be in this underground hideout. And we'll see if we can go to Heaven's Edge as well. So I'm not sure how we get across here. We haven't found a ford yet, but there might be something further up the river. Well, let's just see if we can stroll a little bit up here first. Okay, cool. So there's our way across. So we'll save it right here. In the next episode, we'll head down to the underground hideout and we'll do a bit more exploring through here and then head into Heaven's Edge. So we'll pick up Darren before we do that. So if you like the content, please hit the like and subscribe down the bottom, and otherwise we shall see you in the next video.